Thank you for joining me today. I'm wondering if you have difficulties, like many people do, with clogged energy inside of yourself that keeps you from being your most powerful self. One of the main ways we feel all clogged up is from blame. Now, blame is loaded with heavy weighted molecules inside of yourself, and those heavy weighted molecules keep free flowing energy from going within you. The free flow of energy is where your power is. Smooth, calm, even waves of energy where you can be purposeful and create a meaningful life for yourself, a joyful life for yourself with everything that you desire. So it's so important for you to be able to free yourself and unclog those heavy weighted feelings of blame. So let's do a little reminder. Most of you have heard me speak before about how your feelings create molecules inside of you. And the feelings that go along with blame often create a molecule inside of you called neuropeptide Y, which weighs 4 times more than lighter, happier, smoother, more powerful feelings of contentment and safety and love and compassion, which is oxytocin. So, in order for you to be your most powerful self, it's important to release those heavy, sludgy, clogging feelings of blame. And that's also kind of difficult to do sometimes. The main reason why we have difficulty with it is that we don't feel we deserve it. And if we're pointing fingers of blame at somebody else, we don't feel like they deserve it either. We shouldn't be let off the hook for what we've done. You think that they shouldn't be let off the hook for what they've done. Well, what that does is that keeps you stuck. If you never allow yourself to be free from those blaming feelings, then you are stuck there. You are not free to soar. You are not free to be your highest self because you have tethered yourself to old definitions. You are not allowing yourself to move forward, to be a better person today than you were yesterday. So I would like to share with you 2 tips for being able to release yourself from blame, forgiving yourself. So the first step in forgiving yourself is to be aware and let go and quit using, just stop, quit using all the negative labels you put on yourself around whatever it is you have blamed yourself for. You probably have many names you've called yourself about that. Perhaps you think you were impatient, you were stupid, you didn't think things through clearly enough, you were selfish, you were heartless. What terrible labels we put on ourselves for things we wish we hadn't done. So just do not label yourself. Do not call yourself names and do not give yourself negative labels. So that is step 1, to just simply don't do that. And then you will find that step 2 is much easier. Step 2 is to be genuine with yourself. Your power is going to be when you have a genuine free flow of your feelings of what is true for you. So be genuine with yourself. What is it that you wish you hadn't done? Acknowledge that. So your second step is to acknowledge what you wish you hadn't done. Be clear with yourself about that. Own it. Say to yourself, I sure wish I hadn't made such and such a decision. I wish I hadn't gone where I did go. I wish that I had thought through something more clearly. I wish I had paid better attention. All of the things that you wish you would have done differently in this situation where you have blamed yourself. And just know you have the power to acknowledge that. Some people feel like if, I get in touch with that, the sadness and the shame of that is going to break me. Well, I tell you, it will not break you. That when you are genuine with yourself, when you feel the sadness of regret, allow yourself some time for that to be real. It will lessen because you are going to ask yourself to give yourself some freedom to move on and to be a better person tomorrow. You will feel worse about yourself if you stay stuck in the blame and you are not improving yourself and you are not giving yourself the opportunity to be that better person, because your blame is that you wanted to be a little bit better than you were. You wanted to show up better than you did. Well, you have that opportunity to show up better. When you have clearer, lighter, smoother waves of energy flowing through you, you then can be purposeful and choose meaningfully in who you want to be. And you have the opportunity with those clearer, smoother waves of energy to be in touch with the guidance, the inner wisdom that you have for how to be that better person. So your ability to release yourself from blame comes not only from a little bit of forgiveness, bit by bit, step by step, but it comes from the hope of knowing you can be that better person. You can do things differently in the future than you did in the past. That is freeing in itself, it is powerful in itself, and it gives you the ability to soar, to be that highest person you want to be, to create a meaningful, happy life for yourself. So, your 2 steps that I want you to first apply to yourself and then extend also this to others is to 1, just stop doing the name calling. Whether you tell yourself that you're a terrible person in any way that you tell yourself you're a terrible person, don't do that anymore. Whether you put negative labels on yourself, don't do that anymore. That's step 1, just don't do it. Step 2 is to be honest with yourself and genuine with yourself and be clear. What is it you wish you would have done differently? That gives you the freedom to forgive yourself because you do wish you had done it differently. We all have that in our life, things we wish we had done differently. And that frees up your energy to be clear about what you really do want for yourself and how you want to do it differently in the future. Those energy waves are powerful. Those energy waves are smooth and even and clear, and they can sync with other similar energy waves, which gives you the guidance to achieve that for yourself. So free yourself from blame and free yourself from blaming others, because those molecules get created in your body whether you're blaming yourself or others. Free both yourself and others from that blame and live your most powerful, happy, joyful life.